Welcome back again, everybody. Another quick episode here. George McNamara with Banished Doubt. I just want to go over a few things here in this video with you. I want to talk to you about really just how we think and how we feel, A. And B, I also want to go over, not to get too deep or too wonky, but really who we are at our core, the atoms, the cells in our body, and what we have inside this body of ours, and really just how powerful, utterly powerful our bodies are. So I want to kind of continue with this video from the video I made earlier today about the way we think and the way we feel, and how we think and how we feel, what we broadcast out to this field. You see, we've been led to believe that how other people view us is who we are. How the world sees us is who we are. And really, this world, society of ours, more so, really is designed, if you will, to keep us separate or to have us separate from each other. When really, that's not the truth at all. We are all connected. We are all interconnected. So I want to continue. And the board here, the pad is kind of a bit of a challenge to see because of the light and the time of day. So I'm just going to go over this here real quick with you. So think of it this way: every time you and I have a thought, we broadcast this thought out to the field. Okay, this electromagnetic charge out to the field. Okay, and then the field returns that back to us in the way of feelings. Okay, and these feelings are basically the field saying, okay, this is what you're thinking, so this is what we're going to bring back to you. So the thoughts we send out, the feelings is what we have. So we think, when we have thoughts, we think, when we do think, they're the electric charge that's sent out to the field. And the feelings we emote are the magnetic charge, okay, in the field. So how we think and how we feel broadcast to this field, to this universal field. I would like for you to just sort of think for a second, even maybe close your eyes, and just think of yourself sitting, okay, wherever it is you're sitting, watching this video, and just think of this vastness of this universe that is around you. Don't think of anything that's around you, nothing that's matter. Just think of yourself sitting, okay? And then everything around you is just the universe. That's it. You're sitting in the middle of this vastness called the universe. And how we think and how we feel broadcasts out to this field. And this field just says, okay, well, that's what you're thinking and feeling. We're going to give you more of whatever that is. Okay, so how you think and how you feel broadcasts an electromagnetic signature. Okay, so we're sitting quietly, we're just thinking, we're just seeing nothing but this vastness around us. Okay, that influences every single atom in your life. We are made up of atoms, and 99.9999% of an atom is nothing. There's nothing to it. It's energy. It's just it's empty space. 0.00001% of an atom is made up of matter. So you and I are more nothing than something. Okay? Hang with me here for a second, because this is going to get pretty intense in a few minutes from now. Okay? So thought sends out this charge. Okay? Feeling draws the event back to us in the sense of a feeling. Okay, so we think, and then we draw, and then that gets drawn back to us. So the question is then, what are we broadcasting out to this field on a moment-to-moment basis in our life? Now, I want to stop for 1 second, and I want to sort of underscore this, if you will. Think about the stories, if you watch any of my previous videos, the story of Edison. Okay, it's now the light bulb, right? So you really can't see the pad because of the light coming from the energy in this outlet. Think of what Edison famously said when the public, right, the people external to him in his world said, Tom, you failed over 10,000 times. His response to that, okay, his thought was, I haven't failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Think of, just think of yourself for a second. What is it in your world that you would have such an utter conviction about that you would find 10,000 ways that would not work? Would you be able to hang in there? Would you be able to have the internal fortitude? 10,000, maybe 100, 10. Some people would just start, yeah, this doesn't work after 10, 100, 1,000, 5,000. Think about this, okay? Think of what in your world before this video came to you, because you drew this video to you, you attracted this video I'm making right now to you. Make no doubt, there's no doubt about it. You attracted this video to you. What do you have in your world that you have such a conviction about? Anything that you would stick to it and find 10,000 ways that wouldn't work. Okay? What kind of thoughts would you be putting out to this field? Think of the Wright brothers, okay? And the audacity that they had to think that we're going to put this metal thing, this thing called an airplane, in the air, and it's going to stay there. We're going to put together the proper mechanics, technology. And when they finally did, it came down after 14 seconds, and the world, their external world, the society around them, laughed and said, see, it only lasted 14 seconds. Think of the eternal fortitude inside of these two brothers that said, yeah, no, it actually stayed for 14 seconds. So if it stayed for 14 seconds, maybe it'll stay for 30 seconds and beyond, right? Think of that. Or Columbus, or there's some, some people have different opinions of that, but just think of in history, people, our lives, the history of this planet is littered with people who said, I'm not going to allow anything external to me change how I feel about myself and what it is that I want to accomplish in my life. Okay? So let's continue. So now, if you're walking around in lack and as a victim, what you are saying, okay, you're telling this universal intelligence, this field, oh, infinite intelligence, giver of life, okay, I'm asking suffering into my field. I would like for you to think of the virtual reality mask, or these things that we put on our head. My son has one. I'm not sure what you would call it, okay? But think of it as I'm holding mine up to my face right now, okay, covering my eyes. And everything that I see inside my reality is everything that's coming from my mind. And what I'm thinking is coming out, and I'm viewing this through this lens, this virtual reality. It is my world. All the people I see in it, all the events taking place in it, all the emotions, everything as I feel, as I think, it just keeps coming out. Okay, it just brings these different events and these different people into my world. That's what I would like you to think. You have that device on your head. I have it on mine. Yours is different than mine. Okay, but as you think and as you feel, that's what you're seeing. And think about this. We're walking around saying, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm not making enough money. I'm not in the right relationship. I don't like my job, my boss. I don't like my coworkers, whatever it may be, my family, my brother, my mother, whatever it may be. Okay. And then you keep getting more and more and more of that. And you don't understand until now that you're the one in control. You're the one creating all those events in your, where it's fake. It's not real. You keep controlling it. You keep creating it. Okay. So we are not, now listen to this. We are not, this is Dr. Joe Dispenza says, we are not punished for our sins, much like what religion would tell us. We are punished by our sins. And our sins our attitude. Think about that. Okay. Sin is an attitude. Attitude is how we think and feel. Okay. Most people, then, their entire state of being, you think of this as you or not, their entire state of being is in their past. And energy is in the past. So think about when you wake up in the morning. Are you thinking about here? Think about tomorrow morning, okay, Monday morning, and you're watching my videos, and maybe something happened over the weekend, and you're going to wake up tomorrow morning, and you're going to say, "This is it. I'm taking on the world today, and I'm going for it, whatever it may be. I'm tired of this. I'm giving it up. I'm a new person. I'm a new man, a new woman." Okay, and you're 8 o'clock in the morning. Here we go. This is it. The new person. By 5 o'clock, you're, you're walking home. You're going home from work. And what most people say is something out there changed how I felt about myself. My thoughts and my feelings when I got into that environment, whatever it may be, the energies just got sapped, just got sucked right out like a giant vacuum, like the universe would. It sucked all of that energy out of you. It's because, like I just mentioned, it's our moment to moment basis. What are we focusing on? What are we thinking about? And I would submit to you, if the energy is being sucked out of you, it's because you are thinking in the past. What your thoughts are they're tied to the past. It's those old programs that I've talked about in previous videos. If you want to watch them, go into my channel. If you like what you're watching, click on the subscribe button, go back in and watch my videos on programming, okay, and how that ties into this. But just hang with me here for a second, because what I'm about to share with you is utterly amazing. How it's not, maybe it is taught in schools today, I don't know. Been out of school for quite a while, but if you haven't heard of this is going to be pretty amazing to hear. Listen to this. Because I know where we place our attention, okay, is where we place our energy. Energy flows to where attention goes. My energy goes out. It's my energy is going out to where my attention goes, my thoughts. That's where the energy is going. So if energy is about lack and victimization and not enough and not good enough, not deserving, not worthy, that's where the energy is going to go. Okay. And our attention is on emotions that keep us anchored to the past. Okay, so our emotions are tied to the past. And we know this by if somebody triggers us, somebody says something or does something and it triggers us, gets us all upset. That's because that person is emitting an energy that's tying into the energy inside of us. That's to our past. It's why we feel that way. It's why we're triggered, because we're still living in the past. That's why you get triggered. Okay. Then if that's the case, then all of our energy is in our past. Now, every cell in our body, every cell has a minus voltage on the inside and a positive voltage on the outside. Okay. Every live cell is a battery, just like a battery in your car. Okay. Live is a positive and negative. Okay. Or a minus and a positive. Every cell has approximately 1.4 volts of energy in our body. Every cell has about 1.4 volts of energy. Not so much, right? 1.4. However, when you consider you and I, our bodies have 50 trillion cells in it right now. 50 trillion times 1.4 volts, that equals 700 trillion volts of electricity in our body right this moment. So we can use this energy then for healing. This is why Dr. Joe Dispenza can heal his body. This is why when you hear about his seminars, you can hear people who have stage 4 cancer, who modern medicine said, prepare for the end. And they're fine, and it goes away because we can harness this energy, you and I. So when you think of that, okay, when you really kind of wrap your head around this, realize in every single moment of your life, what you're thinking about, we're bringing about. So when you start to understand this, we want to get really, 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 really serious and particular about what it is that we're thinking about. And absolutely almost to a moment to moment basis. And if we have this amount of electricity, this potential inside of us, and again, go back to just closing your eyes and thinking you're around your surroundings and just this vastness of this universe. The potential of this universe that creates worlds is inside of you. You and I are a part of that, of this energy, of this source that creates worlds. When you realize that, like I spoke to you earlier in earlier videos and today, okay? You think about it, this is source energy and we are connected to it. The only thing that keeps us, the only thing that keeps us, ladies and gentlemen, from attracting into our world what it is that we want, whatever it may be as audacious as you want to be, okay? Believe in whatever it may be, perfect health, a cascade of money coming to you. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly every single moment of my life. I don't ever have to work hard for money again. I attract money to me because money is energy. We attract energy to us, or we attract the energy, but we attract money to us. We don't make money, we attract it by our energy, by our attitude. Okay, that this little cylinder here that I was holding, the connection, my arm. I'm just saying that I'm utilizing that as a prop to show you that it's just the connection is like a battery. Okay, like a battery connection. Sometimes when you're not getting enough of a charge or the kind of charge you want, what do? You clean the connector. So we clean the connection between us and source energy. That's all it's going to take. And that cleansing are our thoughts. How do we see ourselves? What do we see ourselves doing? We are nothing more than pure. The source energy is nothing but pure love. It doesn't know anything different. It says to you, you want love? Okay, I'll give you love. You want hate? I'm going to give you hate. You want frustration? I'll give you frustration. You want anger? Here we go. Here's some anger. You want a little more frustration sprinkled in with that, like almost like a seasoning? Sure, here we go. A little frustration, a little sprinkle, a little anger. More reason to be frustrated, more reason to be angry, more reasons to be stressed out. Think about this. How many times in your life, okay, and I know this is true of me, that's why I'm bringing it up. We have thankfully, that person is now out of our life, okay, that person that touched our buttons, okay, only to be replaced, if you will, by another person. Because we don't stop thinking. It's who we are. We keep broadcasting this into the universe, into that field. And the field says, okay, that person, gone. Okay, here's another person pushing the same buttons. It is you and I. When we change, everything else changes. When we change the way we think and the way we feel, and we create a different state of being, and we understand that it's nothing more than the programs that are inside of us that have been with us since we were babies, since we were infants. And the way we change, we reprogram our thinking, is we start to become very acutely aware of what we're thinking of. We start to become acutely aware of things and people and circumstances and whatever it may be that used to or still get us upset. When we start to pivot and pause in that moment and realize, wait a minute, I need to change my state of being in order to deal with this. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a tremendous, tremendous victory. The more of those victories you can start to pile up on top of each other, the more, it was like a force field you're going to get around you, the more aware you're going to become. I'm not saying that you're going to live to where nothing's ever going to get you upset or someone's going to say something, but the frequency in which that happens lessens and lessens and lowers and lowers. And then you start to bring into your world all of that that's attached to happiness and fulfillment and love and peace and abundance and prosperity. It can't not come to you. It's already there. We just can't see it. We're not awakened. We're not, our awareness is not opened up enough. These types of videos, people like a Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Bruce Lipton, a Dr. Wayne Dyer, um, Tom Caron, you can go on and on and on, all different people, Louise Hay. When we get around these people, you see, you and I, our income, the amount of money we generate into our world is equal to or an average of the amount of the people we spend the most time with. They don't have to be people physically in our world that we come and talk to each day. It's the people on here. It's someone like myself. It's others. The more time we spend with these people, the more our lives will change. And we start to become the average. Now, how would you like to be? How would you like to have your average income be the average of the top income or the top generators of money in the world? Millionaires and billionaires. Okay. If you want that to be your reality, then get around those types of people. If you want your health to change and to be more vibrant, have more vitality in your life, then get around people who have that type of a lifestyle. You do that, you change the way you're thinking. You start to, so Dr. Joe Dispenza talked about this, and real quick before I stop this video, not exactly how it goes. I'm going to find out more again. I'll watch the video, but neurologically, we start to create more cells in our body, in our minds, more information that we start to gather just by watching this video, learning about how many trillion cells are in our body and what type of voltage and 700 trillion volts of electricity. Just learning that, you're starting to create more cells in your brain. We become more aware. That's what this is all about. So this is the video for you today, guys. I'm hopeful that you're getting this and you're understanding this and you're sharing this information. If you would like to find out more or learn more or work with me, let me know in the comments section down below. Let me know how this has affected you, what you're feeling from this video and my other videos, and how this is affecting your life. Okay, I would love to hear about that. And if you would like to work with me, go to my channel, click on a link. I'd be honored to work with you. Thanks very much for everything, guys. I love you all, and I will see you again soon.